Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tale of the tape. It's Roy Jones Jr., 201 pounds even. He stands 5'11" with a reach of 74. And facing him, Riddick Bowe, 6'5", 240 pounds with a reach of 81 inches.
An amazing reach advantage that fighters do not expect to see in this kind of fighter. The jab is unassumingly long and sharp and fast, and that will really put you off your stride.
It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world. Here comes Riddick Bowe, the Big Daddy, despite being 6'5" tall. Dismount. And this one has a... And we're underway in round 1. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Do you believe what we're seeing? Can't score with that jab. Fitting stage for this grudge match. This theater has seen a lot of drama over the years, but perhaps none more compelling than this. Oh, and a shot from the heavens sends them to the canvas. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, Bob. You know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. So get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom, different tactics.
Just split the guard with another uppercut. Punch, counter punch. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown. And there's the bell for round 2. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Try and relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. Just missed with that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching every move, every trick.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Perfect count. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. There's the bell for round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can pop, knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He blocks the right uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They've got a big reach advantage here. Let's see if they can take advantage.
You've got to use what you've got. I've got a long reach. I use it all the time. Use the speed. Frustrate and make them walk into a shot.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. You know that bell. There's the bell to start round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Throws the jab, but does not score. Good counter punching. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. And this with that jab. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. There's the bell to start round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab misses. Catch and shoot. Missing with the hook. Left cross. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Good counter punching. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. There's the bell for round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punch. The jab not finding its target. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. Well done with that counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. Here comes round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round.
Oh my God, Johnny! Big Daddy in trouble! So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Neither fighter willing to slow down. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
I think it's safe to say, hold that thought! And Bo is dazed. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And the big fella stumbling back. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. The straight right just misses. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd, if you know somebody's...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! And Big Daddy Bo got rocked! Looks like they've shaken it off.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape. And there's the bell for round 9. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now that...
Oh my God, Johnny! Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. He somehow weathered the storm.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Has to be careful for that. Where did that come from? Down they go! A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. This is the 10th. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Punch, counter punch. Couldn't land that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out your way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
They're both trying for a knockout. Nope, that jab not going to score. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about going that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out if you could.
And there's the bell for round 11. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
They exchange punches. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Punch, counter punch. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. That jab doesn't find a home. Swing and a miss with that jab. Nice counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Is he going to punch himself out, though? know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Good work. Don't forget the jab.
On to the 12th. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
That counter shot lands. You'd like to see more jabs. Incredible work rate. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
That jab doesn't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.